Welcome to Mystery Miners Ghost Edition. I'm your host Theo. Today we're going to be talking about the myth of Cheuksin, the toilet goddess of Korea. So my spooky friends, sit back, relax, go grab a nice cup of tea, and let's get ready to get scared.
찾았다.
Kim and Yelim set out on a camping trip to celebrate their big promotions at their new jobs. Life was going well for them, and they decided, hey, why not take a camping trip to celebrate the good times in their lives? They decided to leave early the next day and arrived at the camping site just right on time before the sun was setting. But you could also feel the coolness in the air. They pitched their tent in the mountains and began to explore the area. As night fell, they decided to head back to eat some dinner, and Yelim decided to tell some ghost stories. Yelim shared the stories her grandmother had told her about the Cheuksin, the Korean goddess of toilet. Her grandmother had warned her that if she did not show proper respect to the toilet, Cheuksin would come for her. Kim laughed at this. She was the skeptic of her friend group, and she does not believe in ghosts, afterlife, and pretty much all of that supernatural stuff. Yelim, on the other hand, believed in all sorts of it. After a night full of laughter and drinks, they settled down to sleep. In the middle of the night, Kim woke up with an urgent need to use the bathroom. Yelim woke up as well and accompanied her to the public restroom that the park set up for campers. It was a few hundred feet away from their tent. Yelim, being the sleepyhead that she was, told Kim to hurry up. It was also really dark and scary outside. The only light they had was from their cell phones and the moonlight illuminating the area. As Kim approached the restroom, she noticed that it was old. The door creaked as she opened it, and the inside was dark and smelled foul. Kim flipped the light switch on for the public restroom, and the lights flickered for a while. Kim nose scrunched up. Ew. A whiff of unpleasant scent passed by Kim. The smell was not the worst of this bathroom. Kim felt uneasy and sensed that something was not right. Yelim, however, did not seem to notice anything amiss. She rolled her eyes and gently urged Kim to hurry up so they could go back to sleep. Still, Kim just felt something was off with this place. It was freezing in there, and the entire mood of the place just seems really off. Kim just brushed off the feeling. Now she really had to use the toilet. She moved to the first stall when suddenly Kim felt something. She felt something like strands of hair whipped across her cheeks. Then she heard a small whimper coming from the corner of the bathroom. Kim turned around there, and she saw a woman with long black hair in a long white gown. The woman was silent, almost if she was waiting for Kim all along. Kim, being the brave one, of course, she quickly shook her head and rubbed her eyes. She is imagining all of this. None of this is real. Ghosts are not real. And certainly, ghosts that lurk around in the toilet are not real. The woman with the long black hair disappeared. Kim quickly did her business, washed her hands, and she quickly fumbled out of the restroom, dragging a confused Yelim behind her. Wait, Kim, what the heck happened? Slow down. Yelim hissed silently at Kim. When they got back to the campsite, Kim let go of Yelim's arms and she felt bad. Kim was pulling and tugging on Yelim's arm so hard that she left a red mark. Kim was in shock, and for the first time she was scared. I thought I saw someone in the restroom. I don't know, it could just be my eyes playing tricks on me, and plus we've been talking about scary stories all night, so Kim was running out of breath as she stumbled on her own words. Yelim stopped dead in her tracks and looked back in the direction of the public restroom. Then she asked, "What's the date today, Kim?" Kim looked at Yelim in the most confused look. Well, it's past midnight and today is June 6th. Yelim looked straight into Kim's eyes. She had a very serious look on her face. On dates with 6th in it, the only way to use the bathroom safely at night is to cough 3 times before entering, and you have to carry food as an offering, or else the Cheuksin will find you and you need to appease her. Offer her something, or else she will follow you home. After saying that, Yelim went back into her tent as she came out with a small container of leftover rice from their dinner in her hand. Yelim ran back to the public outhouse and she placed it on the doorway. Kim didn't say a word. She did not believe in any of this, but hey, if it helps Yelim sleep, then it is all okay. Kim once again had to use the toilet in the middle of the night. She did not want to wake up Yelim this time, so she went by herself. When she got near to the outhouse, she stopped dead in her tracks. Fear struck her body as she saw the container of rice still there. Kim turned back and stared off into the deep, dark woods. She could do her business outside, but it was freezing cold and it was eerie. Come on, Kim, you do not believe in this nonsense, just let it be, she thought. Kim went in, switched on the lights, but she stopped again. There was one thing she forgot to do. She forgot to cough 3 times before entering the outhouse. Out of nowhere, tentacle-like hair strands wrapped around Kim's neck and arms. Kim was trying to scream for help. She could not breathe. She couldn't do anything. The more she moved, the more the strands of hair tightened around her body. Kim was quickly lifted off the floor and the hair continued to strangle the life out of her. She looked up, and there she was. The Cheuksin was sitting on the ceiling, smiling in eagerness. She had long white teeth and long white talons, and she was breathing heavily. She was also drooling from the corners of her mouth. The goddess looked at her prey that was trapped in her web of hair. Her smile got bigger. Then the goddess said, "I was going to follow you home, but I decided I wanted to feast tonight, as I'm hungry and craving for more." The Cheuksin opened up a large portal in one of the bathroom stalls. The portal was scorching hot and flames were erupting out of it. The Cheuksin dragged Kim into the portal as she laughed maniacally. She was ready to feast. And the next day, Yelim looked for her friend everywhere, including the public outhouse. There, she did not find her friend Kim, but she found the walls of the restroom soaked in blood